How's everybody doing? Can anybody hear me okay? All right. So nice to see everybody. It's a face-off. Very good, very good. It is indeed. How's everyone doing? Nice to see everybody. I'll try to catch up with everyone here in a minute. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Hope everyone's having a good weekend, or hope everyone had a good weekend. Just depends how you look at it. Let me scoot this back just a little bit more there. There we go. Tom Patrick, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Dave and Manny, welcome. Hello, Dora Cruz. Nice to see you. Who else? Oh, Jessa Jensen. Wow, how nice. Nice to see you, my friend. We haven't spoken for a while. We need to fix that, don't we? We should. There's Google Sucks again. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Radio Man, how you doing today? Hello, Gaia. So nice to see you, too. Let's see. Who have I missed here? Looks like we're okay, maybe. And if I miss you, don't blame me. Know what I mean? So how's everyone doing? It's good to see everybody. Welcome to my 397th live. Wrong. It's only my third. And you know what? Here pretty soon, I'm not even going to talk about like, oh, this is my 16th live and yada, yada, yada. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So, but it is my third. So a little patience on your end. A lot of this on my end, and we should have a good show for you tonight, right? Because isn't that what it is, a show? I don't know. I have no idea. So we do the best we can. Well, let's see here, huh? Hello, Marif. I'm sorry, Marie French. Howdy. Very nice to see you. And there she is. And she thanks you. And I thank her. Muggs, it's organic. Very nice to see you. I hope I'm not pulling anybody away from what they would normally be doing right now, right? Because that would be a bad thing. So I appreciate everybody coming in and stopping in and say hi, yo, what's up? You know, hello. So I got a topic or two that, you know, I'm going to throw something out there for you all to kind of chew up a little bit and spit out some opinions or whatever. It'll be fun. No big deal. Hey, the lemon challenge has officially ended, and I won, and I didn't even participate. That's pretty cool, huh? But you can do that when you're coordinating it and you're the judge. No, I didn't. MM and K, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Good evening to you too. The weekend is, for us anyway, coming to an end. But weekends here just really don't, it's really not a weekend. Not from my perspective. It could be Monday and Tuesday, and that could be a weekend. It could be Wednesday, Thursday. Because when you're retired, like me, do I look old enough to be retired? That's debatable. So when you don't have a job, but of course I have very adequate, secure income, you just kind of forget about the days sometimes. You know what I mean? Unless you have an appointment or somewhere you need to be, there's just, you really don't think of it as like back in the West, wow, I can't wait till Friday, the weekend, woohoo, let's go party, this, that, and the other. I'm sorry the show's over, folks. Scoot is in the house, so regrettably, I'm going to have to end this stream. No, I'm just kidding. How you doing, my brother? Scoot from another mother. Let's see, Muggs, I thought you said the winner start with TT. I did tequila shot. That begins and ends with TT. Tropical Tim. You're right. You're right. You are right. I'll take that under advisement when the scoring takes place. Let's see. Graham, thank you for coming in. Good to see you too. So anyway, like I was saying, when you're retired, or and I hate thinking of myself as retired. I've been here a year and I just turned 60. So normally most people in the States anyway, I'm not going to speak for other countries, but some Western countries and even in the Philippines, similar, expat prepper, welcome. Good to see you. Really nice to see you. They wait till they're 62 or longer until they retire. So I didn't want to wait that long. I felt secure in my own mind that I could finally cash in my chips and come over here and begin living what I believe to be my dream, and that was to bring my wife back home after she followed my stupid butt around the planet for 40 years, pounding out 2 careers, one in the Navy and one in my civilian life. But with that being said, like I said, you lose track of days. I know it's Monday, I know it's Thursday, I know it's Saturday, whatever. But there's really no weekend for us because I can pretty much do whatever I want. You know what I mean? So and that's kind of cool. My responsibilities have gone down to almost zero. Almost. Pretty close, but not quite. Jeannie of the Lamp, Chi Taurus, thank you for coming in. So nice to see you. Hello, Jen's family. James and Jen, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Where was I here? Yeah, okay. So anyway, one of the things I wanted to propose to all of you this evening, I wanted to ask everybody, for the expats, why do expats come to the Philippines? Now before you answer, just give me a second here. Give me a second. Graham says he's just recovering from his retinal detachment surgery. That's always nice to hear. I hope everything goes well for you, brother. Graham, good guy. So why do expats come here to the Philippines? And we know there's a multitude of reasons, but I just want you to think about it before you give your response. And of course, we want your response to be kind of clean. So that eliminates Scoot. Scoot saying, Tim, there's a difference between being retired and just tired. Yeah, that's right. And then to back up that question, I would want to ask, why do Filipinos want to leave? And not all of them, of course, but you know what I mean. Women want to marry and want to see another country, or they go to live in their husband's country, and there's a lot of them. Or some go abroad to be OFWs, or they go somewhere just to work in another country so they can help support the family back home, things like that. So I would like to pose that question again, and you only get one answer. If you're an expat, or you plan on coming here, why? Is it because of adventure, change of venue, scenery? Is it financial? Is it love? Love. What's love got to do with it? Now, see, I didn't do very good in my singing career. Or is it opportunity? There's a multitude of reasons. And then for the Filipinas out there, or Filipinos, why would you want to leave the country? Again, there's so many reasons, and I'm just kind of curious and interested. So think about that for a minute. Go ahead and throw your answers up there, and we can face off about that. Wow, so good to see everybody in here. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good. So for Graham, it's a simple life. It's an easy answer for him. Simple life. So he's not thinking about for financial reasons, for love, for a change of environment, adventure. Maybe some of those things factor in, maybe. But he just wants a simple life, and he believes the Philippines provides that. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate that answer. Let's see, who else we got here? Okay, Region 6. Hello, welcome, Region 6. Your average expat comes here for the cheaper cost of living. Most foreigners I see here are literally living on their pensions. They don't have much savings. Second reason is for the women. Okay, that's your opinion, but I was looking, and that's cool. That's cool, and you're probably validated with that. What I'm looking for is your own personal reason, not so much what you've come to understand or viewed from other expats as a general rule. But that's cool. No problem there. So Mugg says perhaps they have been on traffic expat prepper, regular mail. Here sometimes no good, especially when there is no trucking number. There you go. Scoot B, easy one. To get out of the USA. Been back 8 years and need to get out. It's not the country I grew up in anymore. And see, that's a pretty good answer. Nobody here has to agree with it. That's not the point of the conversation, if you will. It's to generate conversation and just kind of get a feel for how everybody feels. Why do you as an expat want to come here? Your own personal reason. And then why do Filipinas or Filipinos want to leave? So isn't that amazing how people want to come to one country, but people in that country want to leave? Is there a connection of a theme there, or you know what I mean? It's interesting to think about that. Everyone has their own reasons. See who else we got here. Expat Pepper Mugs. It's organic. If they don't show up, we will mail out more. Tom Patrick. I'm almost an expat, but will always be a patriot. It's not the money. I want the simple life too, and the friendly people. That's pretty good. And nobody's answer is good or bad or indifferent. It's just what is your reason? And I would hope I would get honesty. Just kind of what you personally, what your reason is for wanting to come here or wanting to leave. And all of us could be in Djibouti and pose the same question. Why are we coming there and why are we leaving? I just thought it'd be an interesting fodder, conversation to talk about tonight. Sure, all got some pretty cool answers anyway. Let's see here. Chi Taurus, going out for financial, soon going back home retired. Now, I'll use my wife as an example. We've been married 38 years this coming May, and of course, she went with me because I was, hello, Rebecca, Rebix QB, so nice to see you. Thanks for coming in, dear. Nice to see you. And so she followed me through 2 different careers. We raised a family, we had 5 kids, yada, yada, yada. But now she's back and she wanted to come back. And she'll go back to the States or we will, or whatever. We'll see our kids, or our kids will come here and things. Hello, Deborah. Catch It by Faith. Deborah, Catch It by Faith. Welcome to the show. Thank you for stopping in. Nice to see you. I kept my promise and I brought her back here. So I would have to answer that question. Why did I want to come here? And I've got a little bit about with some of your answers. I wanted to leave the States. I mean, after being there for 50 years, less of my time in the Navy, aboard ship, overseas, whatever, that doesn't count. I'd seen enough. And for the time that I did spend in the Philippines, I was stationed here, of course, for 3.5 years at Subic Bay. I'd been in and out aboard ship with the Navy. It appealed to me. It had an appeal for me. So, and of course, I wanted to show some love to my wife because after what she did for me for better part of 40 years, I thought this was the right move for us to settle here and let her reunite with her culture and things like that. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know, but now if I were to ask her why did she leave or want to leave the Philippines, it wasn't so much that she wanted to leave, but it was timing. You know, we met. I was an American. I had a job, this, that, and the other. Could she have done well without me? Probably. Smart girl. She could have, but you know, once you take a look at this right here, it's over. You fall in love and it's over. I want to think that's the reason, but I don't know that for sure. Wow, look at all these people. Nice to see you. So many cool people in here. And I can't say this enough, and I'm going to say it probably on every live. You know, you go on people's live and they just pound. Everyone hook up with each other and stuff like that. And I get that. They're just trying to be a nice host, whatever. But all I'm ever going to say is, look for one or two names here that you don't recognize, and sometime during the week, anytime, whenever, go and look them up. You never know what roads or avenues those will open up as far as the YouTube world. Through them, you might meet a whole bunch of other real cool people. Tom and Ruth, Philippine Adventures. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Overstay for Rang. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you, brother. So again, real quickly, my question to everybody is, and it has to be an individual answer from within you. Why did you as an expat come here? Why do you want to come here? And why, as a Filipino, do you want to leave the Philippines? So just interesting conversation. No big deal. Don't get a headache over it. Yeah. Thank you for coming out, Tom. That's really cool. So Scoot B says, I will say it's over and love. Of course, I would love to whack that face. There you go. So, and feel free. You don't have to conjure up a lie or a non-truth. Share it with some people here. No one's going to beat you up. People get to know you that way. It's like, okay, this is why I came to the Philippines, or I want to come to the Philippines. Again, we're talking, is it adventure, change of venue, financial, love, opportunity? Who knows? And we've had a couple answers about the simple life, and that's cool. That's really cool. It's nice to know that. You kind of want to get in people's head about things like that. Yeah, go file that report, Scoot. You need to do that. Not bad. Again, I hope everyone's had a pretty good weekend. It's coming to the end for us here in the Philippines as far as weekends go. I don't recognize a weekend. Weekend for me is every day, so that's all neat. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to ask everybody in here, because this is like a two-part, because we're doing a face-off, right? We're doing a face-off. And by the way, San Miguel Pale Pilsen won that face-off against the Red Horse, hands down. Piece of cake. I would like to ask everybody here, what is the best thing that a partner of yours did for you? It can be current or past, okay? What is the best thing a partner did for you? Current or past partner, doesn't matter. And you don't have to get real deep or anything. I'm just kind of curious what really stood out in your mind. And on the flip side, what is the worst thing a partner did to you? And we don't want to hear about, oh, that son of a whatever did. just give us a clue, an insight. We kind of want to know that. Everyone's had that. Everyone can remember something that was the best thing a partner did for you, and everyone can remember the worst thing. And the worst thing maybe isn't even something so bad. It's just something you remember. For me, I can remember that when we were stationed in Scotland, we had just gotten there. We'd only been there 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I was up in northern Scotland, and my wife and 3 of my kids, Oliver wasn't born then, were riding in another Filipina, her car, her and her husband's car, and they were driving from her new acquaintance, this Filipina, to the base at Edzell, Scotland, way up in northern Scotland. And the roads were very icy, very slick. And usually when you go there, very few people ship their cars over there. So they buy British or Scottish cars from people who were stationed there, but they're leaving. So they sell it cheap or whatever and sell it to the next person that just got stationed there. And they wheel and deal and whatever. So that's fine. But anyway, the roads are slick. Well, this girl lost control and the car went into the ditch and bounced, and it sent Ray, my wife, and my 3 kids, one was 2, one was 3, and one was 8. All 4 of them out the back window. It shattered on when it bounced into the ditch, and it sent all 4 of them out into the snow-covered ditch, basically. Just thinking about it just makes me pause. It was so bad. The reason I say it's worse because I almost lost my whole family there. Only my older son was in school that day, and they survived miraculously. I don't know how. Everyone survived. It was no big deal. The car was just totally trashed. And for me, when I look back at all the things, maybe she bounced a check way back in the day when she was still learning how to write checks, when we were a young couple and in the Navy and stuff like that, or just all kinds of stuff. I can remember that. Nothing bad, of course, but to me that was the worst thing. And the reason I say that she did to me was because that vehicle was not equipped with seat belts. Can you believe that? This was 1994. I want to say the front seats had seatbelts, but the back seats didn't have any. And she put her and the kids in an awkward position, and something happened. So that wasn't too cool. So I would say that would be the worst thing she ever did to me, because when I was on the base working, I was at my duty station. I was working that day, and they came and told me the news. Your wife and kids are in a hospital, a Scottish hospital. I'm like, what? Because they were still about maybe 7 or 8 miles from the base, because everything's so spread out there. And can you imagine the adrenaline, what was going through my mind and my body, making that ride about 10 miles up the road to the hospital that they were all in? Pretty intense. I didn't like that feeling. So anyway, now the coolest thing that she's done for me, she gave me her love. She gave me her love, and everything else after that, my kids and supporting me and all that stuff like that throughout the years, and just being a great wife and a great mom and all that stuff, all that factors in. But I think it all started with the best thing she did was she gave me her love. Is there anything more? After everything comes after that, but when it begins with love, I think that's pretty cool. So I hope some of you all sharing your answers down there. That's pretty cool. So Region 6 says, I was born here. My family moved back and forth from the Philippines and Canada a few times. I moved back full-time at 30 for business opportunity. I'm a Filipino, but also kind of foreigner too. Laughing out loud. That is kind of unusual, Region 6. That's pretty cool. Wow. So there you go. See, Mug says, the best thing my partner did is to face my fear on the water. And I did scuba diving. Very nice. Rebecca Rebix QB says, the worst thing is calling me wife. Even I'm not yet a wife. Haha. But talking to other people saying I'm a friend of him. Very worst. So he just doesn't have it quite right yet, does he, Rebecca? Better sit him down and straighten it out. But I think that'll be okay. That's not too bad of a thing, but I get your point. I know what you're talking about. Expat Prepper says, my wife has been taking good care of me for the past week. I just had surgery done. Well, hey, blessings to you, Mr. Expat Prepper. Hope you recover fast and get back to what you're supposed to be doing or what you like to do. Region 6, best thing was being a good wife and mother to my kids. Worst thing she does is spend way too much money. I think that's pretty common, huh? All right, so beer. Who said beer? Tom said beer. Tom's buying beer, everybody. Tom and Ruth, Philippine Adventures. When he says beer, that means he's actually buying beer. All you got to do is go to Bukidnon and Marameng Bukidnon, and he'll buy you a beer. He will. He will. Scoot B, Tim, question. What happened to the paperless office? I print out 26-page report, print it out so I can scan it to a PDF, and then email it to 24 people so they can print it out to read. Yeah, let's just cut down some more trees, right? What do they say? Save a tree, eat a beaver. Is that appropriate? Yeah, I think it's appropriate. It's okay. I don't know. You have to tell me. Thanks so much for hanging out in here, you guys. I appreciate that. Who else we got in here? Lola Mall. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to Tropical Tim in the Philippines. So nice to see you. Okay, so we'll cover that again. I like to hit on what I'm doing, topic or agenda. I'm not a topic guy, but I just, you want to create some conversation, and so I'm thinking about maybe, I'll bring that up again, but just an update on the lemon challenge. It's over and it's gone pretty good. We didn't get a ton of entries, but what's a ton? If we would have got 5, I'd have been okay. If we would have got 155, I'd have been okay. The judges may not have been. It's a lot of videos to watch, but that's all right. So I think we're somewhere up around the 20, 25-ish or something like that. So that's pretty good. So if you haven't already had a chance, do me a favor. Just if you wanted to do Tropical Tim a favor, do me a person. Watch some of those videos. They're 4 minutes or less. It's not a big deal. In particular, maybe go watch the ones that don't have as many views as some of the others. They could be new YouTubers or something like that. And give them a thumbs up and say, hey, looks good. Appreciate what you did. Good try. Good job. Whatever. And you already know that Mahal Ku is giving 20 hours to the grand prize winner and 2 hours to everybody, just, the participants. That's pretty cool. So definitely check Mahal Ku out when you get a chance. Mahal Ku. And you can go to my channel or it's all over right now, and hashtag Mahal Ku Lemon Challenge, and go entertain yourself. You know what? I'll tell you what. Of course, we're looking for people that are squinting and, from the sourness of the lemons and stuff like that. I actually, what I thought was funny? The people that were just hell-bent on just straight face and just, I thought that was just as humorous. They're just trying to win. They were just so serious face and things like that. I thought that was great. Scoot says, Tim, if you want Tom to pay you, first need to call in a sky crane to get the wallet out of his pocket. Yeah. And I watched Ruth from Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventures making a cake, because she makes cakes. Man, does she make cakes. And she's got this cake on a spinning platter, and she spins it slowly while she's got this like card, this straight edge thing to kind of smooth it out. after she's got the frosting on it. So when I went and commented on it, I told her, I said, hey, Ruth, was that one of Tom's credit cards you use as a straight edge? It wasn't, but so that was pretty funny. Tom and Ruth Philippines, Scoot, all I have to do is go to BJoy. She has your wallet. There you go. And Scoot replies, I don't have to worry about it. My wallet is protected by BJoy Japan. Jeez, wow. So we got there. AJ Valencia. How you doing? Thanks for coming out. Nice to see you. And so Marie French, she's saying hi to Asawa Kano 38. Asawa Kano 38 is a really nice lady. You really, I mean, no, you ain't got to check her out because she doesn't have any content. She's my wife and she just started up her YouTube channel. She's sitting right there. So while I'm gabbing, she's trying to greet you guys and, things like that and say hello and yada, yada, yada. Is Rickshaw in here? I didn't see Rickshaw. Really? Oh, where? Yep, that's me running my mouth. So, Mary Faye, French, Rickshaw Philippines wants to watch right now, but since we're in field trip, the signal no good. He's cranking now. Oh, okay, nice. So Tom says, Tom from Tom and Ruth in the Philippines, all I have to do is say, let's go shopping. That's good. That's right. That's right. Tom, don't let her 4'10" size fool you. You ask for money and she's like the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Jessa Jensen, got to go. My friend just have to get out for a while. Good to see you today, TT. Jessa, my friend, so nice to see you. We need to get a little bit more tighter. You're busy, I'm busy, but that's all right. We can fix that. It's no big deal. I'm so blessed to have seen you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope to see you again, and I'm definitely going to come by and see you. Angelina D. Hi, Auntie Ray. Asawa Kano 38. And there's Kardapia Ann. Kardapia Ann vlog. Thank you so much for coming out, and congratulations to you. Scott Brinks, hello. How are you? Good evening to you, sir. Welcome. You're a first timer. You have to buy the first round. Just the way it is, man. Yeah, Scoot B. Tom, I told her anything you want comes from her shopping budget. You don't have a chance. Mugs, holler at Kardapia Ann. And there's Jeannie. I see you, Dora Cruz. Thank you for coming out. Is Gaia still here? If you are, hello, Gaia. See, I'm starting to kind of transcend a little bit and start to read some of the comments coming up because I'm a talker. I like to talk. And I like to keep my audience engaged. How many live streams I've gone to and they're like, so thank you for all my people here. And they'll do that for like 30 minutes, an hour. And it's like, say something, engage your audience, do something. But not all of us have the gift of gab. And not all of us have some of the gifts that Scoot has. Keep that in mind. Scott Brinks, I have to buy the first round. Is that breaking the cherry? Yeah, pretty much. And he also says, hello to Tom and Ruth. Scoot B, Tim, next time you walk in the tunnels and film it, don't wear the dress because the way those people looked at you creeped me out. Yeah, you better be careful when you walk around here. It's just the way it goes, right? It's just the way it goes. Penine Aussie, hello, how are you? So nice to see you too. Wow, all these cool people in here. So nice. Once again, do me a favor. Actually, you're doing yourself a favor. If you see anyone in here that you don't recognize, pick 1, 2, no more than that. You don't got to overdo it. You don't have to run right to their channel and hit subscribe and come back and say done. Doesn't do any good. Sometime during a week, write it down or go back and replay this 300 times. That's cool too. But write a name or two down and say, I'm going to go check these people out. Go check them out, watch a video, see how you like them, take it from there. No harm done, right? You're going to watch videos, all YouTubers, all vloggers tend to watch videos, go to live streams. So pick out somebody new. You just stay within a framework of your comfort zone. Yeah, you're kind of limiting and stealing from yourself because you have no idea who's out there. There's some really, really good people out there. So keep that in mind and give it a try. Yeah? Know what I mean? Let me adjust this just a little bit. Will that stay there? There we go. All right, so I wanted to kind of stretch back just a little bit here, so appreciate you bearing with me on that. Okay, so once again, if you're new and you just came in here, we asked the question, why do expats come over here? Okay, your reason, not why you think others come here, why you came here or why you're thinking to come here, or why do Filipinos want or Filipinas want to leave here? Your reason, not your cousin's reason or your neighbor's reason, yours, just yours. Just kind of want to get some insight and see how people react and what they're thinking and what? Yep. Just stuff like that, you know, no big deal. And of course, some of the reasons I threw out there could be adventure, change of venue, financial, love, or opportunity. Or is it you could be like Scoot, you could be trying to hide from the law. It's possible. It's possible. Right? Yeah. All right. So anyway, oh, see, now that's the best answer I've heard so far. Tom came over here to see me. He ran into Ruth on the way, and you know, things happen. It's life. Okay, so Cardapia wants to know why I'm living in the Philippines. Okay, Scoot's trying to hide from expats. I came here because number one, I like the Philippines, of course, and the reasons are endless. Many reasons, many reasons. But see, I was in the Navy. I've been to a lot of countries that I thought were kind of cool. You know, yeah, I could live here. This is nice. Or I wouldn't live here for these reasons or whatever. But the Philippines seem to be tailored and fit me okay. No problem. But the main reason was because my wife followed me around for 2 careers, the better part of 40 years, and worked hard doing all that, and I wanted to pay her back, you know, spend the rest of our years here back in her home country. Now look, I could end up marrying a Pinay that once she was in the States was never gonna come back here for whatever reasons. There's a lot of them. Once they hit that Western society, they ain't coming back. Maybe for a visit, they're not coming back. They're just not. I know many of them from my travels with the military, going to living on different military installations with many other Pinays that were married to Westerners and things like that. So yeah, they're not always coming back. Liza G, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. So, but she actually did want to come back. She'd seen enough of the States and traveled with me throughout my Navy years and things like that. So we made a decision. Oh, is that for me? Well, it certainly isn't for any of you guys. So, bear with me 1 minute. There we go. We'll just chalk it up to custom. Put in my little coolie here and we're back and running again. Hi, Ed Denoy. How are you? Nice to see you. And Ed is asking me, where is he? I can't see him. Hold on. Oh, there you are. Thanks for coming, Ed Denoy. My wife wanted to come back because she had been absent from here for, you know, many years. We left in 1987. That's when we actually left, when I was stationed in Subic. And she'd only been back once or twice? Twice. She'd been back twice. I came back in '89. I was aboard a carrier, USS Nimitz, so I was on deployment. But she hadn't been back, but only twice throughout those years. So because we were busy, moving every 3 years throughout my Navy career, and then I was general manager in a restaurant industry, and still raising kids. So kind of tough for her to get away, because many times I pushed her. I said, "You want to go back home for a month or Christmas or this or that?" And she never wanted to. She never wanted, she did twice, but many times I offered, but she didn't want to. But then after our kids were all grown up and gone, then yes, she said she was ready to come back. So I hope that answers your question, Ed. And again, thank you for coming on. Mama Sandi, hello. How are you? Everyone go check out Mama Sandi, of course. I'm not going to say everyone check out everyone. That seems a little lame, but I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool too. Again, write down 2 names that you don't recognize here, and somewhere during your travels during the week, go look them up. Go watch a quick vid and see what you think of them. It could open up doors for you. Region 6, 87 was the same year my family left Philippines for the first time. There you go, see? Scoot beat Tim, it's 5:35 a.m. here. Bar opens in 25 minutes. Pick it up a bit. Yeah, I don't have that problem here, Scoot. Know what I mean? That's funny. That's funny. Yes, Kordapian, I do prefer to live in the Philippines. I enjoyed it when I was in and out of here aboard ship. I don't know how many times. And I enjoyed it when we were stationed here, 84 to 87. And it just kind of seemed to fit me. Now, did I have my mind made up way back then that this is where I was going to come? Probably not. It might have been the seed was planting and it was starting to build when I was still a kind of a junior mid-level sailor, just thinking about it. Who thinks 30, 40 years into their future? We all have dreams and aspirations, and we give it a thought. Oh man, by the time I'm 50 or 60, this is where I want to be. Or yeah, it's a passing thought at an earlier age, mid-20s, early 30s, because we're so busy. We're so busy. Cheers to you, Muggs. It's organic. Definitely go check out Muggs. It's organic. You have to do that. Philippines is great, Mama Sandi. It's hot. I don't think it's officially summer yet, but man, has it been hot. Anyone here can agree with me on that? At least here in Luzon, right, Muggs? And Cordapia, I think. No, not Cordapia. It's hot. It's hot up here. Just scorching. And I'm just an early season heat wave, or I'm not too sure about that. So that's pretty cool. Dora Cruz is still with us. That's so nice. James Olger. There's James from Jens and Family. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in, sir. It's good to see you. And all of you that participated in the Lemon Challenge, you all did a great job. Couldn't have been happier. Appreciate you. You all got guaranteed 2 hours watch time from Mahal Cool. So at least, you got that going. That's kind of cool. But good on you just to participate. It was just about fun. There was no reason behind it. It's just, something we wanted to do, something we want to try. And yeah, I think it was a good time. Good time for everyone that was involved. Thanks for still being around, Tom Patrick. I appreciate that. Hello, Minty Coconut. So nice to see you. Okay, where was I? Timer with Philippine Adventures. Man, I was 30 to 50 years old. I did not think I would make it to 60. And yes, it's hot here. So hot. It's like the rain. It's almost like you want some rain. It's been hot, and I don't think it's supposed to be this hot yet. Not yet. But it's coming. It's coming. So I guess maybe we're just get a taste of what's in store for us. Who knows? I'm not sure. Ed Denoy asked me if all my kids are living in the USA. Yeah, they are. With the exception of my son, Tim Jr., he's a Marine, and he goes out on deployments. But yeah, he's stationed in North Carolina, so I guess you would say he lives in the States. But he's gone a lot. Usually they're gone more than they are in their home port. That's just the way the military is. But yep, they're all in the States on their own, doing fine, doing good. We'll Skype them, once in a while here and there. So check in on them. Or Messenger. Yeah, Messenger, not Skype. Messenger. I keep saying Skype because it's FaceTime. I call it. It's the same thing. I know it's not, but you know what I mean, right? Is that right? I keep butchering that. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Nice to see you, Minty Coconut. Thanks for coming out. So nice to see you. Yes. Scoot says, so my son went Navy heavy. Yeah, he did. Because, Marines are kissing cousins of the Navy, and we know what the Air Force and Army do. That's the way it is. Army and Air Force are kind of like cousins, and Navy and Marines are kind of like cousins. I don't know who the Coasties belong to. I have no clue. maybe the Coasties and the Space Force will be cousins. I have no clue. That's pretty fun. Hello, Bluish Aqua. How nice to see you. Thanks for coming out today. So again, for all you that are just coming in, why do you as an expat, why did you come here, or why do you want to come here? And it has to be your reason, not why you think they come here, okay? And then why do Filipinos want to leave? Why do you want to leave? Or if you've left and you're somewhere, which many are, why did you leave? And are you going to stay gone permanently outside of a visit or two? But or is this? Do you eventually want to come back and live in your home country? Interesting topic. Adventure, love, financial opportunity, just change of scenery. Or again, if you're like Scoot and you're just trying to run from the law, Know what I mean? Mama San, I was forced to leave. Is that true, Mama San? Oh, but she says she wants to go back, but needs a good reason to go back. Yeah, I get you on that. I understand that. So from Tom Patrick, but from what I hear, the Navy has to babysit the Marines. Yeah, I know some Marines that probably would argue that point. So Scoot B, the reason they put Marines on a ship is so when Navy guys put on the wig and dress, they have someone to date. And actually, we do have a person that dresses up in drag aboard Navy ships. And that's called the shellback initiation. When a ship goes over the equator, the ship stops operations, and it's one big party. It's a 2-day party, really. And it's to initiate crossing the line, the equator. And so they have to have King Neptune's court, and somebody, every department has to nominate one of the guys to dress up in drag to be the court queen. And no, Scoot, I was never picked. Of course, I never entered either. Time in the Philippines, haha, I see the fridge closed so you can grab a cold one. Yeah, I don't have a problem opening it either. See that? Mama Sandi, I got to find me a nice, loving Filipino husband who can put up with me, Tim. There's so many out there. I mean, they say that about Pinays to all the expats that come into the shows like Tom and Ruth shows and Philo and Billy and just everyone. Oh, there's a lot of beautiful women here, a lot of beautiful. Hey, there's a lot of, I'm not going to say beautiful, but there's a lot of guys out there. Guys aren't beautiful, are they? I think guys are beautiful inside in their heart, but not so much on the outside, I think. I don't know. Not the word beautiful anyway. Guapo, handsome, pogy, maybe? Yeah, that's okay. I would never look at a guy. I'm not afraid to look at a guy and say, man, that guy, sharp looking, handsome, like, I can't use some of the words that Scoot uses. It just doesn't fit, pretty, beautiful, adorable. Ed Denoy, could you say something about the quality of life in the Philippines versus the U.S.? No. And the reason I can't is because it's in the eyes of the beholder, Ed. What works for me and what works for Tom and what works for Philo and what works for all these guys that are here, whatever works for all of us doesn't necessarily mean it works for each other, and it might not work for you. What does work for us is what works for us. It's hard to explain. It's about where your bar is. How high have you raised or lowered your bar of expectations? And that's the best way I can tell you, without going deep off into it. Hook up with some people who've been over here. Go watch their live streams. Go watch some of their videos. No one's an expert on anything. There's a lot of so-called experts, but you'll be able to weed through that and get an inclination idea. And then, you know what? Make a plan, get on a plane, come on over, take a couple of weeks and look around. And maybe do that several times in several different areas, and you'll get a better idea as you're talking to people, and you'll be able to summarize what might work for you over here. But as far as quality of life, dude, I live in Tondo. I live in Tondo, Manila. There's nobody in this stream right now that would live in Tondo, Manila. Just the way it is. But my wife's from here, and I've been coming in and out of Tondo since 1980. Less the years I was back in the States. But so it works for me. I can make it work. This is not my permanent home. We're just here for a while because we just got here last April. So we're coming up on a year, and we may stay somewhere between another half year to a year, and that's it. I have a home down in Palawan. So yeah, it's what you make of it. It's what works for you. And to summarize it in words, quality of life, man, everyone's got such different views about quality of life here. Is it going to be anything like it is where you're from? No, but it's not like that for anybody wherever they come from. Same with a Filipino. If a Filipino's sitting here and is contemplating going to Canada, there's going to be questions. What's the quality of life there? It's hard to answer that. It's hard to answer that from a single person's perspective. So I hope that helps. I don't want to give you some information that, oh, well, quality of life for me here is great, but it may not be great for you or the guy coming a week after you or the guy that got here a week before you. That's the best way I could put it. That's the best way I could put it. Again, go to some of the live streams of the guys that are here. Tom and Ruth, great show. There's a lot of other good shows. Mine's not a good show. You have to jump around and see what's going on there. And you'll get ask questions. You'll get a lot of feedback. MK's in here. Hello, MK. So nice to see you. Very nice to see you, MK. Great lemon challenge today. You guys were hilarious. I don't think you're going to win, but that was so funny. Anyway, that was great. So, JG's in the house? Really? Is JG in here? I didn't see JG. Is JG in here? He might be. Minty coconut, no beer. Minty. Come on, get with the program. Minty is so cool. Go check out Minty Coconut, guys. You got to do that. Minty Coconut, Mugs, Kabalan Betty, Cardapia Ann. These are some of the Panays that run really good shows. They speak perfect English. They talk to you in English. They run their shows in English. They speak Tagalog, of course, to their Tagalog visitors, but just really, really cool ladies that locally for me work for me. And there's a few others, and they're scattered. I'm just talking about right here. Mama Sandy is in Hawaii. Lorna from the Hapsters is in Hawaii. Roxy from, oh my gosh, whatever. Yeah, don't be afraid to go into a Panay show. MK show, she's in Hong Kong. Go into a Panay show. If they speak Tagalog continuously, it's because it's like 98% Tagalog, mostly females, but they'll talk to you in English too. If you're there, they're not going to ignore you. Just go in there and check it out. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates in a Panay LS. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. So, Mama Sunday, I just love to watch him because he's living the life I want to be in right now. Yeah, I try to keep it fresh, loose. I don't have any anxieties. I really don't. I left all that in the States. When my last son, our baby, Oliver, when he finally got out of the house, and decided he wanted to take a shot and be on his own, and he's a good kid. That's after a while, we still hung around for a little while, and then after a while I said, we're just empty nesters. Let's go start living that life. So here we are. We're living that life. We're trying to. Is it perfect? By no means. Is it better than being in the States? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't have the income level that I had when I was still working in the States with my military pension and yada yada, but I'm doing just fine. Trust me, I'm doing just fine. And it's different. The cost of living here and it is different and all that. So you make some sacrifices. There's not a bunch of Walmarts around here and stuff like that, or J.C. Penney's or whatever. So you make do with what you got. And there's nothing better than walking out to the streets of Tondo and eating some street food. You know, the chicken feet on a stick, barbecued. Man, that's so good. I don't eat it, but I hear it's really good. I mean, they got fish balls frying up for you right there. They got palabok, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you know, you mix and match. You get some of your Western foods that you're accustomed to, and then you have to try to eat some of the Filipino cuisine, and you kind of blend it in there, and you'll be fine. You'll just be fine. If you want to run to McDonald's or Burger King or Jollibee every day, you can do that, but you're going to be broke. I mean, why are you going to throw your money? Learn how to cook. They've got vegetables here. They got meats here. It's not that hard. It's pretty cool. So Region 6 says, in my opinion, if you're playing with the same budget, Philippine will provide a better quality of life over the U.S. That's right. That's exactly right. If you know how to budget yourself, you're gonna do wonders here. And if you're with a nice, respectable, she ain't got to be a rocket scientist, but she's smart about Philippine customs and traditions, you're gonna do great. Hi, Dora Cruz. Everyone go check out Dora Cruz. She's still here, but you definitely got to go check out Dora Cruz. Awesome lady. Yeah, and if you want to, you know, and Tom said this a million times, and I'm probably going to end up saying it a million times over the lifetime of my LS, is you want to go run the bars and do all that stuff like that. Yeah, you can do that. You can have a good time. Hope you got a bankroll behind you, because it's fun for the first few days to a week, 2 weeks, and then after a while, it's like, man, I need to do something, you know? Yeah, if you come over here with $200,000, $300,000 and you think you've only got about 15 years left to live, you're probably going to be okay. Depending on how big of a house you buy or what you rent, a big condo, fancy, a big car, whatever. It's all perspective. It's how you budget yourself, but you can make it here on not a whole lot. You have to have something, but not a whole lot. You have to have a residual income. Don't come here with 25 grand and think you're set. Not going to happen. So, Tom Lewis says, you have a great show, TT. All good. Thank you, Mr. Tom. That speaks volumes for me personally. Doesn't say nothing to you guys, but it speaks volumes for me. Mama Sandia. Oh, I already did that. Let me see. Okay, I'm over here. All right, I'll read another one from Scoot. He doesn't deserve it. He needs to earn it. No. You violated first rule, and you did not cut the lemon into quarters. Oh, he's talking. Yeah, that's true. And some of them are funny, these lemon videos, because it's over now. So, guys, go show some love. If you're bored, say, let me go knock out a couple 4-minute videos, and maybe I hook up with some of these people that did the challenge. Go see who they are. Go see what these people, why they did it. You know, you can ask them in the comment, why in the heck did you do that? Or whatever you want to. You might make discovery. You might find out somebody that you like. Right? Yeah. Chun Hoa TV, hello, how are you? So nice to see you. And there's Gem Love. Wow, look at that. MK still there. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm not going to say it once every 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So write it down. I appreciate you all being here. That's it. I might say it again. Tom Patrick says, in my opinion, don't set the bar too high. Expect the unexpected. Have an open mind. And number one, don't be in a hurry. You know, that's one of my favorite sayings. People say, why don't you have a car? Why don't you have a motorcycle? Yada, yada, yada. I'm in Manila. Do you know how cheap transportation is here? Do you have any idea? Look, I just did a video not too long ago. I did a video, and I wasn't planning to. I wasn't planning to vlog. I did. Me and the wife went to Makati. We had some business to do. and we took in lunch and things like that. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you very much for the cheers. We had some business to do. So, Emily, hi, Emily. Yeah, sometimes I got to stop midstream and just say hi to people, all of you. So we went there to have lunch. We ended up in some Brit pub that was really cool. We had a good time there. It wasn't bad. But so what I demonstrated was we took a jeepney up to the LRT, took the LRT to a bus, and cruised right into Makati. And round trip, we did the same thing. Round trip costed us less than 170 pesos combined. You know why? Because we weren't in a hurry. Yeah, you got to smell a little bit of the jeepney exhaust here and there, and you got to get into a crowded train. Yeah, especially with the virus going on and all that crap, that might hurt you. You may rethink that. I don't know. We wore our mask, though. You can see the video. We start out with our mask because we thought that was funny. But I was demonstrating the cost to get around. Why would you have a car here anyway in Manila? You're just going to be stuck, and then you're going to get stressed, and you're going to get mad and whatever. Now, that being said, in Palawan, I would have a bike or a car. Bike's preferable. If I want to go somewhere, I just get on a Victory Liner or I could rent a car from the airport. I can hire a driver to take me around. You know, I'm leaving behind a place to park. I don't care where you're in Manila. A place to park, fuel, insurance, the risk of somebody jumping out in front of you because and I'm not bashing Filipinos as a whole, but there is a fraction of percent that will throw themselves out in front of you or with their tricycle, whatever, because they know it's you. They recognize your car. You're going down the same street, same route, and you know, try to get hit, and you might have to go to court. And you're the Cano. You're going to be the one that's you know, whatever. I don't know, but I just avoid all that. Everywhere around here for me, what I need is within walking distance. Because I'm a walker. My wife, she doesn't like to walk that much. She does. She gets on her tennis shoes and we go and we hike around. She'd rather jump in a little tricycle. I don't get in tricycles. I don't do it. I'm uncomfortable. But I'll get on a jeepney, and then I'll get on the LRT if I have to go deeper, further into the city. And if I'm really cruising out, I get on a Victory Liner. It's no big deal. It's cheap. I go from here to Clark Air Force Base for 146 pesos one way. $3? Yeah, that works for me. It's a headache to have a car here. It really is. Just my opinion. So this t-shirt's for sale because everyone's saying they're digging on it. I can't believe I still have this shirt. It's old, but it's not been worn, and obviously it's a screen print. So I don't wear it that often. I probably will a little bit more here, but guess what kind of looks I get when I walk around the streets of Tondo? They have no clue. They have no clue who Cheech and Chong is. So they just kind of look at that and kind of give an awkward kind of grin, like, what is that? Cheech, Chong, Cheech, Chong. They don't know, so they move on. Doreen's everyday life. Oh, she's speaking Tagalog. Must be talking to Asawa Cano 30 or somebody else. Emily, good evening. So nice to see you. Galeen sa Kusina. I know her. Yes. Nice to see you too. Thanks for coming in. Very good to see you. Okay, I'm trying to catch up a little bit here, guys. Appreciate you all staying around. You're making my day. I hope the entertainment isn't too bad for you. So Google Sucks says the cost of a jeepney much cheaper than a taxi, and with traffic you still get there at the same time. Yeah. Do you know in some cases, believe it or not, up here anyway, I'm not sure about where other people that are here in the Philippines live, a taxi can be cheaper than a tricycle. This is correct. It just depends when you get in that tricycle. They don't have meters, and they're not, they want to negotiate. And if they're lazy and just tired or not in the mood, or they don't like the way you look or smell or dress, or who knows, you'd think they just want to make a living and get their money, right? Not always true. Sometimes they'll be higher than a taxi. You wouldn't believe it, but sometimes they are. Just to let you know. So have good negotiation skills whenever. I ain't talking about getting in a tricycle outside your door where they kind of know you a little bit. They've seen you walking and you're just going up to the market or to Pure Gold to shop or something. I'm talking about in places you're not familiar with. They're going to hit you with a high quote. Many of them, the first time, especially a Westerner, and just tell them to pack sand, man. You say, just walk, just walk. You even got to say no. As soon as he opens his mouth and says something I don't like, I just walk, and I'll try another one or two, and we'll see what happens, you know. But sometimes a taxi can be cheaper. Where are we? Yeah. So, I don't want to miss anybody too much here. LRT is tight quarters, but being a Navy man, you're used to it. Very good, Tom Patrick. You got me on that one. But man, payback is a mother. Be ready. Tom and Ruth loves Cheech and Chong. Yeah, there they are. There they are. Cheech and Chong. Which one's Cheech, which one's Chong? Does anyone know? Anyone know? It's a new challenge. It begins now and ends in 20 seconds. Who's Cheech? Who's Chong? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong. It's Cheech and Chong, but it's actually first name, last name. Cheech and Chong. Cheech Marin, Tommy Chong. If you don't know that, you know it now. And for you Filipinos, if you don't know them, they're comedians from back in the early to mid 70s is where they made their mark, and they went on to different careers. But they put out a lot of weed smoking type comedy, if you will. Back in the day when that was prevalent, everyone was smoking weed or whatever. They would do a lot of parody comedy about marijuana, smokers. Yeah, I wasn't one, so I mean, far as I remember, I don't know. So, you know, Wayne's Adventure, hello, thank you for coming in. So good to see you. So good to see you. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. So we'll go over it one more time. We're asking anyone, if you're new coming in here, we wanted to know, as an expat, why did you come to here, or why are you thinking about coming here? Just your main reason, one main reason, not why you think others come here, you. And for Filipinas and Filipinos, why do you want to leave here? Or why did you leave here? If you're not here now, but you're listening in. So we just want your inside scoop. What was the main reason that either brought you here, or that's bringing you here, or as a Filipina, did you leave? We're just curious. Want to know that. And then, what's the best thing a partner ever did to you? It could be past or current or past. And also with that, what's the worst thing a partner did to you? And again, it can be current or past. We're just curious, you know, just making conversation and getting to know people. And some people like to share little tidbits like that. Doesn't have to be so personal, but it's opening your book a little bit, so people can kind of get to know you. You don't have to get too personal about it. Graham says, wait, I didn't know the answer. My pop told me. Oh my. Anyway, Cheech and Chong are both still around, but Tommy has a few health issues. Yeah. Brenda Pearson, my good friend. Brenda Pearson is in the house. Thank you so much for coming out. What a gorgeous gal. Everyone go check out Brenda Pearson. Put her on your list if you want to. She doesn't care if you don't. Go check her out. Really smart lady. She lives in the UK, and just super nice lady. Got some great videos. Has a really nice little live stream. Check her out. Please do that. So good to see you, Brenda. Thank you. How are you? Tom Patrick, I can tell you weren't one of those smokers. Your hair's not parted in the middle. Yeah, didn't it seem that way? Anyone who had hair parted in the middle back in the day were like, "You're smoking weed," because they didn't have it parted to the side or something. Yeah, I remember those days. It kind of seemed like that. That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh, there you go. Brenda Pearson is saying hello to my wife, Asawa Kano 38. Isn't that nice? Mugs. You putting a little one to bed, Mugs? There's Ruth. Hi, Ruth. How are you, Ruth? Thanks for staying, Dora and Jeannie and Graham and MK. It's so nice to see you, Galeen. Google sucks. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. I really appreciate that. Region 6, same to you. Appreciate you guys. Kerdapia Ann is in the house. That's a tough name. That's a tongue twister, but I've got it down. Kerdapia Ann. Isn't that something? And Brenda Pearson says, thank you, Tropical Team in the Philippines. I'm good. Just been to the supermarket. People are panicking. OMG. What are they panicking over? I mean, yeah, on the flu, but what are they, same things? They're clearing the shelves of what? Masks and what else? Can you tell me some of the other things that they're just like making a run on? Is anyone else experiencing that? Like you go to look for a simple common item and it's like gone. It's vanished off the shelves. They can't replenish the inventory fast enough. I mean, it's possible, isn't it? It's possible. Ed Denoy, I enjoy weed much more today than when I was a pup because it's legal and you know what you are getting, Tim. So where are you getting yours from exactly? Region 6. If I can ask that, like what state or where? Backyard? Greenhouse? I don't know. That's pretty cool. Nevada, that's pretty cool. Okay, Brenda says, pasta and toilet paper sold out. Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Okay, thanks for staying, everyone. I didn't think I'd be long, and I wasn't, so. All right, so I have here, I am selling these for $50 a roll. That's it, just $50. This is a big old package, huh? $50 a roll, first come, first serve. So y'all get in here. And when is the last time you saw a huge 48 roll package of toilet paper in a live stream? Come on, anybody? Yeah, and then I saw some reports where a small little Purell bottle of sanitizer is like online $47.98. It's, you know, they're just gouging people. It's like, really? They should be hung, man. Hung upside down by their ankles and whipped or something like that. And I'm not vindictive that way, but that's so bad. How do they do that and get away with it? I mean, that's pretty bad. So I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, $50 a roll. You can PayPal me. And I'll ship it off to you. Region 6, I saw on the news people fighting over toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Yeah, that's right. Canned goods too. Huh. Narda Darna, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming out today. Really appreciate it. Hello, Rena Hall. Rena girl. So good you could make it. Kuwait Daggers. Wow, thank you. Nice to see you. Thanks for staying, Wayne's Adventure. Appreciate it. Hey, you guys, one more time, because this is the only way I like to say this now. This is my normal plug. Look for somebody in here that you don't know. You can't go look at everybody. Some people you know here. Just pick out one or two names, and sometime during the week, go look them up. Go watch a little video, and it opens doors. It could. If you don't like them, leave them. It's no big deal. But just from this point right here to go somewhere in and, like if I saw Brenda Pearson, Brenda Dunn, I just went in and subbed. I didn't watch a video. I didn't do nothing. She doesn't need that. She doesn't want to hear that. So write a name or two down, and sometime during the week, go check them out. You owe it to yourself. You may end up leaving them because you've discovered other people on their channel, and it's all connectivity. It's all cool. So think about that. So any takers on my toilet paper? $50 a roll? No? You will. Price might go up. Just kidding. I'd have fun with it. No, it's don't get the wrong idea. It's not that like I go through this toilet paper. That thing will last a long time. And I used to blow my nose a lot. It's soft enough and things like that. Because some rough toilet paper, kind of makes my nose a little dry, and then I'm putting lotion on, so it's a never-ending thing. So I get the soft one I can find, but because to buy something of quality, we have to travel a little further. So I buy a lot, and that way, not sending the wife, or we're not running out for it, sooner than we need to. So that's the only reason. But I have extra if anyone wants any. Midnight, it goes up to $55 a roll. No, that's pretty funny. Tom and Ruth, put me down for 2 rolls. Utang. That's pretty good. If you guys don't know what utang is, that's credit. That's Philippine credit. Utang. What do you think, Jeannie? Do you need any? That's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah. So Brenda, what is everybody doing there? Like when you go to the store and you're expecting, Oh, okay. I'm good. What do you do when you go there and like they're out? What does anybody do? What is your emergency? What is your contingency plan? What is your contingency plan? What are you thinking about? If these everyday necessities, things like that, are you all thinking about it? Are you ready for it? Maybe you should be. I think you should be. You should have a backup plan for things like this. I have not heard, the only thing I've heard a run on in the Philippines that's been sold out, of course, are the masks. Outside of that, I haven't heard about too many other things. Hardly anything. So far everything's okay here, but there you go. I would give it some thought because I've been hearing. That's the first time I heard it from the UK, and that's Brenda. So something to think about. Credit is utang. Yes, Rena. Yes. Scott Brinks. So here it is, handing out the beers. You said I had to buy the first round, but the sorry was out, so I had to go further. So it costed you more, right? Galena says, oh, Tom Patrick, I'll buy the beer for a roll. How many beers? No, it's not. Look. Tom Patrick, it's not one of these for a roll of toilet paper. That's not happening. There's no run on San Miguel beer here. We're good to go. We're good to go on something like that. Brenda Pearson, we are ready. We have enough stocks of food for maybe 2 weeks or more. There you go. That works. Galene Sakosina, peoples in Australia are panicking, and some of them are fighting because of the toilet paper. So now we're talking Britain and Australia panicking over toilet paper. I mean, I'd be panicking over like kangaroo meat in Australia, or Crocodile Dundee whiskey, or I don't know, but toilet paper, listen, the Filipinos here, they don't use toilet paper. Do they have it? Some percentages, very small, very small. You'll see it in the malls and whatever public places. Not at the Carinderias. You won't see it there. But anyway, they get by just fine, just fine. And just like the Filipinas that are married in other countries or OFWs, they'll figure it out. But the Westerners, they're clueless. They have no idea what they're going to do. But problem solved, $50 a roll. Get yours today. That's just too funny. That's just too funny. But yeah, the Filipinos and Filipinas, they're not worried about it. They're just not worried about it. So, I don't know, just saying. Tommy Ruth and Philippine Adventures, Tropical Tim, you don't have to worry about toilet paper here. They never have it anyway. See, masks too, no masks either, yeah. And see, that's the only thing I heard about a run on here in the Philippines was masks. Nothing about toilet paper. I just proved that, right? And again, we only get that big pack because for quality one, we have quality brand or something, we got to travel a little further. So yeah, we just get the big box, like the Sam's Club version, Costco version. We get a lot. So that's done. I ain't got to look at that for, a few months, unless I eat a lot of chili. That make sense? Huh? Oh. Okay, is that the same one playing? Okay. Gerald Liam, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming out. Reno Hall beers, all beers done already. Talking of hoarders, I had no choice but to seek out N95 masks on Facebook Marketplace in Quezon City, Manila, and paid $150 per mask with one box of 20 minimum purchase. Wow. Wow. How much is a mask normally? How much is a mask? Well, I didn't buy any. When this thing broke out, I just happened to be going through my VA appointment up there, and I asked my nurse's aide, if you want to call it, or helper. No, my doctor's aide, kind of like a nurse, whatever. I said, hey, can you swing me a few masks, a box? And she laughed and giggled, and she's a Filipina because the VA clinic is manned by Filipinos. She gave me I don't know, maybe a quarter to a third of a box. So I got about 7 or 8, something like, I don't know, but that was cool. I wanted a couple to see how much she'd give me. Tom and Ruth, Tim, how much did San Miguel go up? Let's see, it was 612 pesos for a case of 24, and it went up to 740. That's a big jump. Not for me. That doesn't bother me. I mean, that in pesos or in dollars, but it's like for Filipinos, I thought that was a pretty good spike. And I asked around, and the word I got was to help raise tax money. They're going to hit the devices first: beer, liquor, cigarettes. We all know that, right? Anyone that's an adult, they're always going to hit the vices first. I don't care. They're not going to price me out. Did I just say that? So that's cool. That's really cool. So Brenda Pearson in the UK says, it's only 2 of us here in the house, so we have enough stocks of toilet paper because we always buy them bulk from Costco. See, there you go. But if it gets down to it, Brenda will figure things out. I got confidence in you. You guys got to go check out Brenda Pearson. Just a lovely Filipina, and she makes homemade essence oils and things and aromas, and I've watched so many of her videos, oh my gosh, and they're not long, but it's really cool what she does from a nature perspective for herself, her body, her home, things like that. I would really like to get around that girl and just go, I mean, I can imagine, because she just makes these aromatic, all homemade, all natural oils, all natural ingredients, things like that. She does them right there on her kitchen counter. It's fabulous. And then she even packages them. It's just worth a look. It's something you don't see every day. And it's like, wow, that she didn't learn that overnight. She put some time into that because it just comes out so cool, so cool. Really nice lady, really nice lady. Where are we? Asawa Kano, here in Tondo, water goes out 4 p.m. every day. Yep, our water for the last 9 months, it's shut off 4 p.m. every day. So we have to load I got 2 big plastic trash can kind of things, and then we keep a kind of a dispenser one at the sink. Now this is your regular tap water, not drinking water. You could drink it, but I'm not going to drink it. We get our own drinking water. So, and then it turns back on about 3 or 4 in the morning. So that's been going on, and they're saying it's going to get worse. The water shortage here in Manila. So, I'm thinking about I don't know. I may have to start taking bath, and San Miguel. I mean, if they got water to make this, how come they don't got water to turn on the taps? That's okay. They can leave the taps off as long as they got water to make that. Right? Tom Maru, let's see. Yeah, Tom Maru says, we have plenty of water in town. Water was limited certain times. Yeah. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate that. And for staying. Some of you just been here like forever. Well, don't be in a hurry. Don't go. But no, I get it. I do get it. Tom and Ruth, if I run out of water, I go to Scoot's house and run a long hose and take all I need. And electric too. That way he pays for it all. That's a great idea. That is just too cool. Tom Patrick, we paid $19 for a mask each on Amazon. Are these X-Men masks? I mean, they're just like they give you superpowers and you can fly, or $19. Wow. Wayne's Adventure at Reno Hall. Yes, so keep that scratch paper. Oh, they got something going on there. A little conversation. Minty coconut. That's ripping you off, Tom. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, I don't have a clue what certain masks cost, if they're higher quality. I don't know. I'm not going to admit to that. Tom Patrick, yes, but as traveling through the airports, I'd rather be safe than sorry. No, I get that. Tom Patrick is getting ready to travel here to the Philippines, so he wanted to get top quality masks. I guess I don't blame him. Trump is in the Philippines from Graham. You can't have your water and drink it too. They need to make the beer, right? Yeah. Yep, they do. No, but it's okay. I mean, if they ran out and had to stop making beer because of water shortage, I'd be fine. I mean, I would just do without it. Does anyone believe that? I don't believe it. I don't even believe me. Oh, man, that's so funny. What's this? Tom and Riz says, AliExpress has masks you can buy. That's funny. Yeah, no beer panic buying, Mugs. No beer panic, because if that happens and there's a run on beer and there's none left, I'm coming over to Mug's place. I'm going to drink that wine. So start stocking up, as a backup plan, just as a backup plan. Tamaru, Philippines. Some people are using bras as masks. I mean, I guess I could see that. So I imagine they're taking a bra and just cutting it in half, and I don't know, are they even trimming off the bands and straps, or are they just using that to kind of tie around? I got to see that. I got to see someone demonstrate that. Huh? What's that? Oh, Asawa Kano 38 says, Tom Patrick, I heard people using pads instead because it's cheaper. Are we talking about feminine? Yeah. My wife, she's sitting right here. She says she's seen him walking around with feminine napkins and jury rigging them, putting strings on them or something like that. Mug says, I used to have my own draft beer. Well, get it back going again. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. I don't know how I would react if I saw somebody walking down the street with a feminine napkin strapped across their face. I don't know.
It's got the wings, honey.
Oh, it's got the wings? Oh, they kind of have the wings, she says. So the girls know what she's talking about. I, really don't have too much of a clue, but that's funny. That is funny. I'd probably stare at somebody for at least 5 seconds. How could you not? How could you not? How could you see someone walking around or on an LRT train here or in a subway in London and they've got a feminine napkin strapped to their face? You'd have to look at it for, a couple seconds, wouldn't you?
I try to be safe.
Yeah. So, Wayne's World, that's a good idea. Kodapia Ann says, water in the Philippines, Wayne's Adventure is free. Yeah, we pay, that's funny. I pay 100, how much do we pay? 150, 350. What's our water bill monthly?
130.
I knew it was a 3 in there. We pay 130 pesos a month for our water. And you know what? It doesn't matter how little you use or how much you use. It doesn't matter. It's a set rate for pretty much everybody. I thought that was kind of funny because back in the world, back in the States, especially when I was raising, we were raising our 5 kids, we're always yelling, turn the damn water off, whatever, because you knew that water bill, click, 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 it added up. So less than $3 that I'm paying, I'll take that. I mean, that's pretty good. And again, that's not your potable water. That's just your flushing water, your shower, whatever, your washing dishes, things like that. Tom Remuth, Philippine Adventures, if I run out of water. Oh no, he already said that. How did I get back down there? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So, Tom says, yeah, trimming mugs, it's organic. I think I should fill it up again. And Tom says, or a bra, Victoria's Secret. You can imagine they have it in Davao. I mean, is it going to come to that? I think it's going to come to that, right? If, as Brenda Pearson pointed out earlier, people just panic. They panic. They hear a little bit of news. Some people want to say, no, I don't believe that. That's fake news or whatever. Whether it is or isn't, a lot of people, they start thinking about it. They blow it off when they first hear it. Nah, I don't believe that. That's a bunch of garbage. That's not true. That's not going to happen. And then those same people are the ones running out and clearing off the store shelves. Yeah? I think so, huh?
They were bright in the face and the sound body.
Yeah. See, Filipinas here, I had to ask this about my wife, or to my wife. I didn't know it. But in the morning, you'll see a lot of Filipinos walking around here. The young ones, I'm talking 16 years old to mid-20s, or early 30s, like that. And they always got a towel. A towel that you dry yourself off in the shower with. Excuse me. Draped over them. And I said, why are all these girls walking around and they go to the sorry store, they get a little Nestle stick of instant coffee, or they go get some Pancit or whatever, but early in the morning, and they're walking around with a towel draped over their body. And I asked her, I said, why are they doing that? What is that? And it's because they're not wearing a bra. And in public, I guess they can be shamed by elderlies because they can tell they're not wearing a bra. They got a shirt on and all that, but either they're lazy or they don't have one that's clean, or they can't find one at that time in the morning. I don't know. But so they drape a towel over them, and they cruise around until they get back home and, take their tabo shower or whatever it is they got to do, and then get dressed, get their bra on and go. But I thought that was fascinating. I'm like, really? Why don't they just put a bra on? But it doesn't matter. It's just easy to slug out of bed, throw the towel over themselves, over their T-shirt, cover the front of them, because they don't have a bra on. You never know what you're going to learn over here. It was just fascinating for me. Muggs is saying hello to Wayne's Adventure. Hey, thanks again, guys. You're all staying here. Wayne's Adventure, Kodapia Ann. Yeah, you can get that water at the creek. Hello, Minty. Clyde's Seaside. Hello. Have you been here? I haven't seen you, brother. How are you? There's a crazy panic buying in Australia on toilet rolls. Clyde, I'm going to show you the same thing I showed everyone else. I got your back. It's only $50 a roll.
48.
Hit me up on PayPal or send it Western Union. And you can get one of these bad boys. One roll, $50. And no, you can't trade me beer for it. Just kidding. I was using an example if you hadn't seen it earlier. That's just too funny. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So again, if some of you haven't answered this, don't be shy. It can be just a generic, general answer, but we asked you tonight, why do expats come to the Philippines? Why did you come here as an expat? Or why are you thinking? One reason. What is the one reason, the main reason? Not what you think others come here for, but the main reason you came here. And for the Filipinos, Filipinas out in the audience, why did you leave? Or why do you want to leave? One answer. That's it. The main reason. Adventure, change of venue, financial, love. Love is in the air every time. Opportunity. There's a reason. We want to hear from you. We want to hear those reasons. And also, what is the best thing that either a former or current partner of yours, has done for you? What's the best thing your partner has done for you? It's simple, right? Bought you a ring, a necklace, took you on a super vacation. What's the best thing a partner did for you? Could be current or past. And then what's the worst thing your partner has done to you? We all got to have something in there. I don't care if it's simple that she burnt your toast in the morning for your breakfast. If that's the worst thing he or she did to you, then tell us. We want to know. Yeah, man. Yeah. Nice. Clyde C said, laughing all out. The craziest thing is that I normally have 72 rolls in my store so I can laugh. Wayne's Adventure, love my country, but I'm tired of the nonsense here in the U.S. You know, we always think the grass is greener on the other side. But that's a big pie there. That's a big pie. That statement really is a huge pie that we all take a little slice from. See, there's a lot of things in my country, in the States, that I got fed up with and I didn't like. But that wasn't the reason I left. I didn't leave because I was fed up with my country. However, I never looked back. Once we had to leave at 2 a.m. to go catch our flight out of Amarillo, Texas, down to Dallas over to Narita, Japan, and then here to the Philippines. Just the way it worked out, we had to go catch a 4 a.m. flight or whatever out of Amarillo to Dallas. It's only a 1 hour flight. We could have drove there. But you know, once we went out the door for the last time at 2 a.m, and I never went to sleep that night. I mean, maybe a little adrenaline, a little excitement, whatever, but I don't know. But I was just like, I am not going to sleep. So I drank some beers, whatever, and then I started drinking coffee just to kind of even myself out. But once I walked out the door, I never looked back, and I never thought about it. And once that plane was in the air, leaving Dallas, and once we left the continental United States, no regrets. No regrets. But I didn't leave the country because I was fed up with it, although there were so many things that I didn't like about it. And I still don't today. But I appreciate your perspective, Wayne. That's very cool. True host, but change is good sometimes, and I have a Filipino wife as well. Yeah, that's right. Change can be good. Change can be very therapeutic for you. Think about it. Talk to people who have made major changes in their life. Ask them, how did that work out for you? You know, don't be afraid. Just say, hey, I know you did this, whatever. How's that working out for you? It's good to know. Clyde Seaside. Jeb Jam in the house. Jeb Jam is in the house. Oh no, could get excited. Clyde Seaside. Tim, I would live there for the laid back life. But I decided that at 70, I should stay in Australia for the health system and just spend a few months in the Philippines. You see, that works for you. So you've got a little paradise, a getaway, when you just said, it's time to get on a plane and get out of here for a while, get your perspective, walk the beach, clear your head, visit with a few locos and whatever. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And I hope your health holds out, Mr. Clyde. I really do. I hope you hang out for a long time. We all want to see you hang out for a long time. Cardapia says, Cardapia Ann, she left the Philippines for job opportunity. See? Opportunity. Hey, I even have that on my paper. See, I got my little cheat notes there just to remind me that I should bring it up again about what I wanted to talk about or ask you guys or engage you in. Because right now we're on a face-off, right? That's the title of this LS. Let's face off. So Cardapia Ann left for job opportunity. Makes perfect sense. Make perfect sense. Philippines is a good life for you to retire if you're a retiree. Well, there's a lot of countries that make that claim, that can boast that. A lot of South American countries and some other Asian countries, they want to be number one for retirees or expats or this is where you want to go, this is where you want to come, yada, 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 yada. So, but for me, no question it was the Philippines. Is it because I'm married to a Filipina? I mean, let's face it, if things were bad here, really bad, we're not afraid to pick up and leave. We don't care. We'd rather be here, but if you know what hit the fan for whatever reason, we're not afraid to pack up and go. If that's what we had to do, it'd almost be like we would feel like we were forced out, I guess, for us to leave because we don't want to leave, of course. So anyway, that's my take on that. I appreciate some of the answers that have come out of here. Jeb Jam saying hi to Muggs, hi to Chi, hi to Minty, hi to my wife, Asawa Kano 38. Nice. Scott Brinks, coming in May to retire. Congratulations and good luck to you. I also am tired of what's going on in the USA, but I'm coming to live life, live, love, and have a beer with you guys. Did he just promise me a beer? Y'all heard that, okay? So I'm not going to let him back out. Oh, man. Yep. Okay, so Clyde says, not so much a walk on the beach. I live on a beach in Australia with my 41-year-old Filipino wife. Oh, so your Panay is there with you. See, I didn't know that. I'm stupid. I didn't know that. He loves the history of the Philippines. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You're living the life that I had been living, only I wasn't retired in the States. We had made a decision to retire here. Of course, it's cheaper. And really, the whole thing, we were doing just fine in the States. Listen, I still could have worked another, realistically, at least 5 to 6 years, without issue, whatever. And I was making pretty good money in the restaurant industry. And she worked as a beautician in whatever, selling upline handbags and all that stuff at the Navy Exchange and whatever. And we were empty nesters, so we didn't even have any kids to take care of, so we're doing fine. Plus I got a military pension, and then my Social Security is going to kick in. Yeah, it wasn't about that. It's just that we had lived that life, did all that, seen all that, and decided that we wanted a change, and I owed it to her for following my dumb butt around for 2 careers. I thought it was payback time. That's love, Diba. Isn't that love? I think so. I hope it is. So, yeah. So, because now if I would have had a problem coming here, it might have been a problem. Not that it would have separated us, but it might have been some misery for her. Like, man, I can just see her thinking, I wish I could have gone back to the Philippines and lived for a while or whatever. You can always come back to visit, but is it the same as living? No. But again, there's Panays that once they leave, they ain't never coming back short of maybe a visit. So it's things to think about. For us, this is what we wanted to do. Scott Brinks, do you know the difference between arrogance and confidence? Delivery, you will get your beer. That's nice. That works for me. Can I get 2? 2? Blue Aqua, yeah, I could hardly join the ULS. Dora Cruz, hello, Tim needs to go. You got to go, Dora. You're so nice for hanging out. Thank you so much. get back soon. And I'll be over to see you too. You know I am. Um, and thank you for the thumbs up. Uh, that's something I never haven't done yet. In my 316 LS's, no, third LS. I've never asked anyone for thumbs up. I guess I don't care about it. I don't know. No big deal. Um, Actually, I got some thumbs down. I got some haters out there. I never used to get thumbs down on my videos. Now I'm getting like 3 and 4 and 5. Is that because I hit my big banana, or I don't get it? I don't get it. Am I rubbing someone wrong? But when I first started, I used to be like, whoa, I got a thumbs down. And not that my content was any great. And of course, I didn't have that many views. I was in the, when I first started out, of course, it was like the, 30s, 40s, and 50s views, and I was excited, like, whoa, wow, 50 people like looked at my spent some time with me, and then it got higher and higher, and still, in the low hundreds, mid hundreds, if that, and that's over a couple week time. By the time the stragglers came and looked at everything, and still I would never get a thumbs down. I remember telling my wife, wow, I don't get a thumbs down. Maybe people like what I'm doing, and then like I got one day, and I was like, I got a thumbs down. Now I'm getting a lot more views, but I'm getting like a lot more thumbs down. Not a ton, but just some haters, or I don't know what they are. I have no idea. But so I'm like, hey, you're watching my content. I don't care. You can thumb down me all the time. I don't really care. That's funny. That's funny. Tom and Ruth. Dora, thank you again so much. Tom and Ruth James. What? That's what I thought. How many bottle openers? One for each day of the month. Yeah? Is that what that is? Let me see. Yeah, there's a couple up there. I don't know. I haven't paid for one of them either. I think visitors, when they come here, they bring one for me thinking I'm going to open up a few San Migs and let them suck them down. And I'm like, nope, sorry, store's right over there, pal. I'll even give them the money. Here's 80 pesos, go get you 2 bottles of Red Horse. You ain't touching my beer. And I don't drink this for flavor or anything. I drink it because I'm talking a lot. So we need to, wet our throat and keep things clear, right? Right? Good reason, right? I hear Tom cough after he's been chirping for 2 or 3 hours. He's got his remedy, whatever it is, So it's all good. Brenda Pearson says, there was a recession in the West when I first met my husband. He said he would move to the Philippines, but after a few years, the economy went well, so we stayed in the UK. We will retire in the Philippines in the future. Oh, that is so nice. That is so cool, Brenda. Look me up. Definitely look me up. You have to do that. You have to do that. Dora's a bit tired from coming back home from Manila. Dora Cruz, she goes back and forth, and she takes like multiple modes of transportation back and forth to Manila. I think. Don't you? I'm not sure. What happened to Globe? Globe? I don't know. What happened? I don't want Globe. Globe did not do me good. Tom Maru says, okay, Mr. Tim, I'm sleepy. I'm headed to bed. Tired. Thank you for a great stream. Tom, peace out to you, brother. Thanks so much. I appreciate you coming in. Say hello to Ruth. Love her cakes. Guys, go check out Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures if you don't know him. He's kind of a mini Dr. Phil of the Philippines. He doesn't claim to be an expert. He's not. But he knows a lot just from talking to other people and doing research and things like that. So go check him out if you got a question or whatever. If he doesn't know, he's going to point you to somebody that has an answer. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Think about that. If he doesn't know the answer, he's going to direct you to somebody that does. I don't know. That works. That saves me a lot of time. Hey, Tom, what about this? Well, I don't know, but here's the guy you want to go visit. Go check him out or whatever to ask him. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wayne's Adventure. Thank you so much. You leaving? I got you. Good. So we're down to 15 minutes. I only run 2-hour live streams. I would love for you all to stay, but you don't have to. I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that. If you got anything else you want to share or add, that's very good. I only have 8 down? Nice. That's pretty good. Oh my goodness. Minty's still there. Tamaru, I know, Tim, I have 1 haters too. Ruth and I are laughing together. I had one today before the stream started. It's going to happen. You got to have thick skin, man. Thick skin. Anyone gives you a thumbs down or comes into your live and wants to talk trash, that's why you got a few blue wrenches to hit him over the head, because I can't see spending time trying to figure out who's a troll. You know what I mean? My job is to engage and entertain. You know what I mean? Kind of. You're here to talk to me and see me, and of course I'm here to see all you and talking about things. So, so that's cool. So here's your last chance for anybody that wants to share with the group the best thing a partner's ever done to you and the worst thing a partner's ever done to you. Again, it could be simple as, man, she burnt my toast 5 years ago for breakfast. If that's the worst thing that's happened, tell us. We just want to know. And the best thing, we kind of want to know that too. And everyone take care out there about this virus and everything. Don't, keep listening to your news or whatever, but try to cipher through it and listen to what's being said. Don't panic and take precautions. You have to be ready. Wash your hands a lot. Wash your hands, and take precautions. When you're out in public, watch what you're touching and grabbing. Yes, we take it for granted. We went to the mall the other day, and I told my wife, do not grab the railing. When you go up an escalator, people hold it. I don't. I can balance enough on an escalator to get up there without holding the rail, because that thing just going round and round. Is it when it makes it to the top and goes back down? Is it being ran through sanitizer or anything? I don't think so. So I don't know. Just something to think about. So take precautions, but don't panic. Not yet. You got to live life. I believe that. Clyde Seaside. Thank you so much, Cradapian Mugs, for still being here. And Minty. You guys rock. And Ruth. Why 8 haters? I don't know. I probably got haters because I've got you people here. You're not over in some other person's LS that maybe runs not too good of a show, or not saying my show's the best, but could be. Who knows? They want you in their live stream. Maybe. I'm mad that you don't go there, probably because you been there didn't like them. I don't know. 5 down. Hello. Rick Shaw. Clyde Seaside. I have no family in Australia. I inherited a Philippine family by marriage and enjoy my time with them. And I want to financially support my niece in her education, even if I bring her to Australia. See, that's a good guy there. He's looking out for his wife and some members of his wife's family. And we all want to do that. We're limited at times, sometimes it's no, sometimes, but many times from the heart, if we're good guys, we want to say yes. Of course we do. I think so. Yeah. You got the same bottle opener? Which one? Which bottle opener you got? Now the big one, the big San Miguel wooden one, is over there on the wall. That's the big wooden one. Want to take a look? Oops, I'm not used to detaching the phone from there, but let's take a look. This is the big boy there. Somebody bought that for me as a gift. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, wood with the bottom. I thought that was pretty good. Somebody gave that to me for Christmas. I mean, why would somebody give some big bottle opener like that to somebody for Christmas? That's just wrong. That's inappropriate, don't you think, for a gift? It didn't bother me. No, that was cool. I was like, yeah, right on. That's pretty cool. So anyway, what are you going to do, right? Why does people keep saying Rickshaw? I haven't seen him here yet. Is Rick? Oh, there he is. I see him now. Okay. Mike Alcleon. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Not here, but just seen you around. I haven't seen you around. JB, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. There's Ruth saying thumbs down. Anyway, still counts as views. That's right. And Asawa Kano 38 did the same thing for our niece. We brought to the USA. Now she's married and 3 beautiful children. That's right. We adopted her niece when we were stationed here. I had to go to court. I had to be put on a stand, and like the one that represents the people, he was just like grilling me, like, you just want to bring her there to make her a slave and make her this and do that and do the other. And no. And then she had to get up on the stand, and my wife had to get on the stand. We were actually made privy ahead of time that these were the kind of questions that he was going to grill us with from our attorney, our adoption attorney. He said, it's just, he's got nothing personal. It's his job to like grill you. And they did in a full court. And I was like, man, where's Perry Mason when you need him, It was so funny.
Can you turn on the air?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just turning on my air. Don't go away.
Oh, that's why
Thank you. She can't reach it. Well, she can, but she couldn't this time because she was being blocked there. Anyway, so yeah, so we got grilled over that. But anyway, now, yeah, she's over there and married and kids and all that stuff. Bad signal here. I can read, but can't see or hear our host. No worries, Rick Shaw. There's another good guy. Go check him out. Once again, everyone, there's got to be somebody in here you don't know, or 2 people. Write their names down and go check them out sometime. You should. That's how I do it. When I'm in the live stream, if I don't know one, I don't, during the chat, go and click subscribe and come back and say done. I just make a mental note, or I'll write it down. I have written it down, not always. And my next round of, okay, this is my 1 hour, 2 hour time to watch videos, catch up on my videos, people who I'm connected with. And I'll say, oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to go check that person out. And I do. If I like them, fine. If I don't, no big deal. At least I look, So it's all good. Clyde Seaside. I see there's no schools in Novotas next week because of the virus. I've been hearing all kinds of things. I'm not sure. It's like something new every day on the news. You can't really pin anything to it. Is Betty Spaghetti here? Yep. Kabbalah Betty's vlog. There she is. Betty Spaghetti. Minty says, wow, that's a giant opener. Yeah, it is. It is. And I'm proud of it. It's kind of cool. It's more of a decoration. I can use it. It works. It's functional. And it beats using my teeth, No, I don't do that. Why would I do that? Look behind me on the fridge. It's working. Yeah, okay, Rick. I'm glad to hear that. That's okay, Betty. Betty, Cobble and Betty. I call her Betty Spaghetti. You guys can't call her that, but I can. Good evening, Paul. Sorry I'm late. The Wi-Fi is buffering or whatever. I'm not sure. Well, uncut the pot. Cheers. Thank you for that. And Mug is saying hello, Betty Ruth. Jeb Jam. So good to see you. So good to see you guys. Wow. Chun Hoa. See, there's somebody I'm going to go check out because I'm not overly familiar with her. Chun Hoa, where are you from? Can I ask you that? Where are you located at? Maybe that'll ring a bell. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. So I really don't know. Listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed your time here. I hope it wasn't a total waste of your time. It certainly was a waste of my time. I always waste my time. So this is no different, but I try to make the best of my time. Not meaning it's a waste of time having you here. But this is cool. This is cool for me. So I'm starting to enjoy this a little more and more. So I'm getting comfortable with it. It's no big deal. It's not a matter of can I speak in public or anything like that. It's how do I keep my audience engaged, not only with me, but with one another. No easy task. I think you just have to have a plan. Don't mock it up or come up with something stupid or keep it real. Keep it real, nothing hard. And I think people will come back to you and understand, hey, you know what? I can go in that room and, I can hear some cool things and whatever, some jokes, this, that, and the other. and there's good people in that room. That's what's important to me. The quality of
Right.
my guests. So I'm really happy with everybody that's been here. Oh, we finally got rain. Here it comes. Isn't that nice? Can you hear it through here or no? Doesn't matter. It's only rain. Seen it once, seen it before. It's not rainy season, that's for sure. But it's been so hot here. Oh my goodness, it's been hot. She's from Vietnam. Okay. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to come and check her out because that's what I do. I'll go back and I won't run the whole replay of my LS's back, but I'll scroll real fast through it to see, A, did I miss somebody? And then I go and I feel I'm a guilty kind of person. And I'll go watch one of their vids or something that, if they have one available, because usually I'm caught up with everybody. I try to be. And in my comments, I'll comment about the vid, and then I'll say, I'm really sorry. I didn't recognize you, shout you out. I didn't see you, and I really apologize for that. But most of them are like, yeah, that's all right. You had a lot of people, this, that, and the other, whatever. So it's cool. And somebody new like her, I will definitely go and her out and see what she's all about, because she was nice enough to spend some time here. So that's not hard. So Chun Hoa TV, expect a knock on your door from me in the YouTube world. Know what I mean? And anyone else that doesn't know this lovely looking lady here, go check her out, see who she is. Right? Yeah. Cheers to all my friends out there. Well, you know who you are. All of you. Right? Or you wouldn't be here. I hope you wouldn't be here if you weren't my friend. But you don't have to be a friend just to stop in and say hi. That's cool. I get that. It's all good. Okay, we got 3 minutes left. Don't everyone start racing out. I'm not going to thank everyone by name. I could. But that's just not me. You know how I feel about all of you. You do. And I just want to say thank you so much. I'm just staying with 2-hour live streams. I'm not ever going to become a 6 or 10-hour streamer. Yeah, I can't see that. As much as I would like to talk to you and as much as I could, I can come up with subject after subject after subject. We can talk all night. Hey, Jen's family, James, if that's you or if that's Jen, thanks so much. I don't know, I haven't seen you much here. I knew you were here, but you were kind of quiet, so I think maybe you're just kind of listening in, which that's a good thing too. It is not daytime here. It is 10 o'clock at night, a couple minutes till. But I just want to thank everybody, of course, for spending your time with me. I'm blessed. That's really cool. And it's easy to say that, but I think you should only say it if you really feel it. And I feel it. You all just came and took some of your valuable time and shared it with me. And I really like that. Thank you so much, Jeannie. I appreciate you being here. She's flying away on that carpet, but she never picks me up. She promises she's going to pick me up on her magic carpet when she comes out of her lamp, but she doesn't. I hope it was good for you guys. It was great for me. It really was great. The best part was just talking to all of you, getting to know you more. Hopefully you're all getting to know each other a little bit. Wonderful people in this stream, absolutely wonderful. And we had them from all over. Brenda Pearson from the UK, and our new gal from Vietnam, and some guys from Australia, and from the States, Jeb Jam and Scoots over there, and some others, and Tom Patrick, and there's a whole bunch. So really solid audience. I wouldn't change it for a thing. If I can add to it, great, but I wouldn't change this audience for anything or anybody. There's more out there. I've got more friends out there, a lot more, but not everyone can't come to every stream. So hopefully you'll get to see them next time. So that being said, thanks. I'll see you all around the block. You know I will. Peace out. Walang Katapat. Have a good night.